go through or underground tunnels there. We have to go look down there. Right, we gotta maintain the building with DORs. Say like we're having a problem with the condition of the building, dirt, mess. Like some vagrants go in there and they clean the garbage, and they throw the garbage all over the floor. Gotta take notes about that so we can make sure that it's cleaned up and make sure they don't do that anymore. And then we had to learn our fire procedures. So there's a room in building A where there's a fire on the building or in the building that we had to alert the building through a phone and let the fire department in that room, find out where it is, and then we have to let the fire department into the building to get to the fire or the place where the fire alarm went off. And then at the same time, have to take pictures of the fire trucks and the numbers and put it into the DOR or no IR incident report. Then we'll put it into incident report. I gotta get the names of all of the firefighters, badges, and put it in there. And I gotta tell the head office what floor the fire was on, what building, what happened, how much firemen were there, how much trucks were there, how long they're there for, and you have all the information in there and send it so they have it. Right? So we practiced that one a couple days later. And once in a while that happens in the building where the fire truck goes off, fire alarm goes off, and we have to go and take the pictures and information and let real stars, the building management, know what happened through the security company. Like say like if I find a ambulance on the building premises, I'm supposed to go record that the ambulance is on the building premises, and then I'm supposed to find out when they come out and then take the information, find out what happened, put it in the computer too, in the app. Because ambulances, fire trucks, and police cars are not allowed to be on the premises. If there's a police car, supposed to do the same. So when there's a police car, ambulance, we wait for the police officer to come out, or we find out what building he's at, and then we patrol the building to try to find out what floor he's in. Maybe he's in the hallway. If he's not in the hallway, and then we take pictures, information, wait for him to come out, ask what he's doing, and then he's making an arrest or something, he has to give us the information, right? When I after 2 p.m. a.m. after 2 a.m. when everybody leaves, after all that stuff happens, I'm by myself. I have to go lock up the mall. So I go lock up the mall, separated from the buildings on top, separated from the other building beside it. It's attached to the bank and the mall. And then I lock all the doors from outside so nobody outside can come in. On those two doors is like a doctor's office. There's a school. And then on the outside of the doors, on inside on the property, there's just the buildings. But on the outside, there's a 24-hour Subway, 24-hour Tim Hortons, There's a wine rack. There's a weed store. There's a bank. And there's some other stores there. So when I lock the doors, if anybody's outside, they can't come in those doors. If they live there, they have to walk around to the residence doors and go up and enter the door that goes into there. My residence door that they're asking locked to. And then under there's underground parking. In underground parking, there's a hallway to both sides of the parking, and there's a door there that can go up between the subway. So we patrol there all the time. We make sure nobody goes down there. If someone goes down there, they go to jail. Because it goes in the back behind the subway and the Tim Hortons where the employee can go to use the restroom. I have to patrol there all night long too. So I patrol building A after 2 a.m. The whole building to the underground. And I wrote my report. When I write my report, I do those two. I do building A and building B, and then I write my report. Then a half an hour or 45 minutes later, I do building C and building D with the top above the mall, under the mall, behind the subway, behind the Tim Hortons, in front of the Tim Hortons, just walk by it. And then I put out a report. I check the washrooms for the subway and Tim Hortons, make sure nobody's in there. And then when I'm done, I go back to the security office for half an hour, and then I do it again. And I even walk around the perimeter of the buildings too. Right, so we do the perimeter, do the inside. I don't walk all around all four buildings, but it takes too long. But after I do the one building, I go out the door and I circle around, right, and go back in.